In this challenge, we needed to add a couple of new things. First, a new variety of olive oil. That was lemon-infused olive oil at $12 a bottle. And then we needed to add a new state to our pop-up menu because of a new location opening up in Seattle. And we're saying that they charge 6.5% sales tax there. So let's take a look at how I solved this. First, we have the new lemon-infused olive oil here. And then we have a new state here in this pop-up menu. So I have a couple of values in here. Let's change them around a little. And estimate this total. There we go. So now let's take a look at the JavaScript code and the markup for my solution. Okay, here we are. We can see everything over here in this browser. Now let's take a look through the HTML. First of all, I added this new item div. And I have my new input with a fresh ID, which follows the same pattern as the other ones, just to make it a little easier to keep track of things. So here's the price. And then down in the state pop-up menu, I have Washington, and I'm showing that we're going to charge you 6.5% tax there. Scrolling down to the JavaScript code. First of all, I'm capturing the value of that new lemon field using the same pattern as before, and capturing in a variable that is named pretty much the same as the other ones, just substituting lemon. No need to change anything here. I do need a new tax factor when we're shipping to Washington. So I changed this from 1.075 for the 7.5% tax to 1.065 for 6.5%. And we need to check if the state is Washington. So when I do multiple assignments like this, I just keep overwriting the value of this variable. There's another way that we can do this that I'll look at in a minute. And then down here, for the total bottles, I needed to add on my new value of the bottles field here, and then add on the same thing with the price for my subtotal. And that is that. That's pretty much everything you need. Now, I said that there was another way that we could do this tax factor business here. Something that we have not looked at previously is how, in addition to if and switch, there's also an else keyword. So I'll just show you that now as a little bonus. Instead of just saying if this, do this, and then later, if again, we can say if this is true, do this, else, if this is true, do this. So in terms of what's actually happening to this tax factor, it's pretty much the same. But grouping our if statements this way makes it a little clearer that they go together as a family. In addition, if there were some other default condition, like if I wanted to initially set this variable to, say, 0, I could have a final else condition where I say, if nothing else applies, we're going to set the tax factor to 1. The way I did it initially, just setting my default value up here, also works. So we have our new lemon-infused olive oil, we have our new state, and we can continue with the booming business here at 2 Trees Olive Oil.